Alright, we're back on the camera with a pretty big toy review. And for a change, it is not courtesy of the international orders, even though it probably should have been. But we won't talk about that, because those will be for this month. There could be 4 of them. There should be at least 2. We will see. Anyways, before I get started, ignoring everything you can just see already, I'd like to, just cry for it, because when looking for the stuff for this video, I was unable to find this. The Bright Lights dome car from Baby Shakespeare, and I just, I don't think I can go on like this anymore without it. It was such a light in my life, even though the lights don't work. It's probably like behind something in the office, but I looked a pretty good amount and I didn't see it, so oh well, of all things to lose. Not too mad about this one. So that's that. Let's get started with him. This is one of the few international items in here. It is Santa, and he is in a plane. There's a clip compilation out right now. And you can see that, and the international package unboxing for that. Unfortunately, he does make noise. Now I put duct tape over the sound box just to kind of muffle it, because it was obnoxious. It still is, but it's a little better. This is rare. It did have the box, but I reorganized all my boxes, and I don't know where it is right now. It's somewhere in that graveyard. So I found the other boxes for stuff in this video, but not this one. But again, it's shown in International Package Unboxing. You hold it up, and it goes from side to side. It's pretty fun. I'll see if I can try and get a clip that's like directly Santa 04 like. Oh yeah, also the wings need to be glued on, which I can do easily, I just forgot to. That's enough. This bag also feels weird. It's like there's like a bunch of stuffing in it. Alright, come on. We're done here. No. Okay. God. So that's that. Ow. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Nothing broke, I just kind of screwed it up. Okay. I was just trying to set it down. Damn. Alright. You've also got unknown cone puppet. Probably a cheetah. It's a bit dirty. This is from France as well. There were 2 other ones in this lot. The witch, whatever it was, a random human puppet, didn't care about it, so I cut the stick off and used it to try and repair the lion one in that lot, and it almost worked, except then it fell off. And that is what I did with this one. So you can see it's the tiger face just with spots, which is really weird. It does function as a cone puppet. And then, what? Then here's where the broken stick was re-glued. It's the one thing about it is that it's kind of hard to get out of the puppet entirely and get back in, but it's possible, so you've just got to be careful. I don't know if I'll do a clip of this and how, because I have a feeling the stick will not hold up for forever, but it came broken, so it's currently better than it was, and that's worth something. Because the stick goes directly into the other one, there's just a bit of glue on it, which is why it's not perfectly even. Don't want to break it right now. We'll wait to do that. So yeah, tiger comb puppet. Ish, kind of, probably a cheetah, but it's even rarer and it's got the same face, so I don't really care. It's also got the same cone and fabric, and there's too many similarities to ignore. That's the general point here. Alright, we also got this. This has actually been on eBay for forever, but the shipping was $30, and it was also listed under this, People Pals. Now this has a barcode on the back of it. I looked it up, and it pretty much told me nothing. I don't know what it is, I don't know who it is. It was just some random company. But this is identical to the Aurora Van Gogh 04 one, so like... I did the clip of it. I don't really want to do the clapping one, because how am I even... I mean, the Velcro is old at this point, so, you know, it's like... I don't know how I'd manage to do that with strings. I don't think I would. So, yeah, it's... I was about to say it's not great, but you know what? No, it is. It is amazing. I love it so much. I love when it sheds everywhere, even though it's actually not as bad as it probably should be with all the hair. Oh, there's a tag on the bottom. I don't know if I saw this one. Imported by SVI, Tacoma, Washington. So yeah, this was on eBay forever, listed badly, shipping was too much, but then I told them, hey, you don't have to charge $30 shipping for this, so they didn't, and I got it for like 20-ish total. It's very big, pretty fun. Not a very good replacement, but what does that really matter? Nothing really matters anymore. Alright, now we've got this witch ball, disco ball, and again, got a clip up of this on white. In the description I say that Fortune Products says, oh, these people made the witch ball for the rock dice light, and this is the witch ball. So this is in the catalog, and so is the rock dice light. So this is a direct cousin, brother, sister, perhaps transgender relative of the rock dice light. So let's plug it in. This plug does not need to be so big for such a tiny disco ball. It's not like super tiny, but still. It's small. The AADLP one is not this big. It does not need to be. So, I like the color scheme a lot. It's obviously vintage, probably like 2000-ish. And the double axis is pretty fun. I know the rock dice light mentions triple axis on the box, so this is not too far off. You know, weird lights like this are definitely things I am on the lookout for, be or not, and this one can try to be. Maybe in an alternate universe it was in the Circle music video, and they picked a different product from whoever the world they got the rock dice light from. We still don't know. I found a few companies that had it on way back, but nothing about the original manufacturer. This doesn't have any information about the original manufacturer on it either. What it does have is disco light on the side, and the other side, and then made in Taiwan patent number on the bottom, and some interesting looking stuff inside of it I don't want to mess with, and it's good because I don't have to. Also, this is on Marketplace. There's a lot of weird disco lights on Marketplace. You may see more in the future if they ship, because I like weird disco lights. So that... Ow! That hurt the table more than it hurt me, but not emotionally. Oh yeah, big deal, it's also missing this circle here. It was originally missing this yellow one, but they found it. So, oh well. They also shipped it in a diaper box, which is good, and not the first time we've had that happen. So, alright, that's the only thing that needs to be plugged in here, so I can set this back up. One sec. Let me stop the camera even though it's a little early. Okay, let's scooch up, because it's a bit uncomfortable with where the camera was currently positioned for me to be doing this. Let's go with him. Buzzbug. Baby Vinci. Buzzbug. Buzzbug. I didn't have this. It was on Mercari. There are actually two on Mercari for about the same price. I actually ended up getting the one that was very slightly more, but I didn't have this, and it was kind of in like an easy, not bucket list because that implies I really want it, but just kind of a solid thing to check off the list, the hypothetical list that I don't really have. But you know, it's solid. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's do a big detail review. You have the face and the antennae. You've got this hook that you can hang it on. You've got the crinkly wings. You've got two circles. This is my favorite part. You've got the Lamaze star pattern rattle. The star pattern is very famous. You've got this crinkly triangle. You've got a square. You've got the heart that squeaks. And then you've got the flower that rattles. So yes, it's very thrilling. I can make a clip of it spinning because of the little hook they have. So I think I will, because I don't have a child to dangle this over. And I am not dangling it over myself. Thank you. So that's that. Real quickly, we have two more of these Baby Noah kangaroos, and that took my total number of broken Baby Noah translucent wind-up kangaroos to 4. I gave one to someone in another package a few days ago, so now it's at 3. I'm keeping one, so that's 2. These are both on eBay, and I know I have them at 15 plus shipping, but just offer anything. I want them gone. At a certain point, I might just give them to people if they buy a lot from me. So feel free to offer on these. They do not work, and I will show you why. This one, like, tries to wind up, but it's not getting enough power, so it just sits there. And then this one kind of gets the power, but just doesn't do much with it, and then at a certain point, it gets hard to wind up again. And also, there's no movement in the legs at all. It's not like they're trying to. It's also very dusty. I just noticed that. Ew. I'll clean it off before I send it to someone. Yeah. So yeah. Too many kangaroos. But this lot was on eBay. It was under like $7 total. So I just placed a super cheap bid on it to see what would happen, and I won it, so. Look like I need to grab the box for something, because I know where it is. That was real time. It was really quick, except for the fact that when I grabbed the box, one of the blades on the Santa 04 pyramid came tumbling down, and I have to go grab that after this. Anyways. This is the rock and roll top from Language Nursery. It is functionally exact, and I'll get into that. So, as you may notice, it's not called rock and roll top. It's called wipeout top. And this is pretty much just a different packaging for the LN one. They could have had the wipeout top for that one. We don't know. They don't credit it well. So, Maui Toys 1994. This may be the most 90s box of all time. It's not exactly subtle, but it looks cool as hell, so I don't care. Then, here's the top. Now, I used to collect tops, and I still have a large bin of them, so I had 2 green singing tops that were similar to this. I gave one to Sam a long time ago, and I still have one. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, because it's like sort of sentimental, and I don't really know if what I could get for it is worth me giving it away, so. But one thing worth noting is, first off, it doesn't sing, which is good because I don't want to hear that. Second off, there are some indications that there are 2 different green versions of this, one that's darker, one that's not, but I don't know if that's deliberate or if it's just some that faded and some that didn't. Because this wasn't sealed at all, it just the top was sticking out of the box and with the top so. This was a little bit more than I'd like to pay usually. It was about $25 total with everything. But I found it through Lens, and Lens showed it for $35 plus shipping. I offered $15 and they immediately took it, so I don't know how that happened, but I guess it makes me feel like I got a better deal because I was not paying $35 plus $10 shipping for this. That is not happening for me. Maybe for other people. But you know what? I like the tops, and whenever I buy something that's a little much, I just think, look at all these things I got that were probably way cheaper than they should have been. Hell, you could argue for this at this point with the pre-market, so, oh well. I will be proud of my mildly irresponsible purchases, but not really. I mean, with anything I buy, I want to make sure I can sell it for more than I buy it for, even if I'm keeping it. And that applies to everything I buy. Every single thing. No exceptions, pretty much. So, that's the singing top. I have a few more things I want to film on white, mostly like hanging stuff, as you can see by that heart right there. So I'm either going to film that and move on to the black to film all the black clips we've been waiting on. I don't know who he is. Or just skip those and film black as soon as I can. I don't know. This toy is so good its box gets to come in sideways. This is kind of, mostly, pretty much the Get a Grip sorter. It's the same mold and everything, you know, it's just got the holder and the shapes. And Discovering Shapes was one of the few videos to have like a bunch of Pottery Barn stuff. And this is from Pottery Barn Baby Wooden Shape Sorter, except a few things. This is from 2012, so close. This is made by Pintoy, which is the version I always see on Vinted. And I never wanted to get it because it's just not good enough to buy from there. But this one was on Mercari for about 25 bucks, and in box I just said, okay, I'm probably not finding this cheaper. And I'm probably not finding this cheaper. So yeah, Pintoy, Pottery Barn Kids. There's a weird partnership there, I guess. But not a ton to say here. One of the few Discovering Shapes toys I own, and I don't plan to change that. Because they're dumb. And that's kind of it. It's rare. And that's where the story ends. I need to put this box back. It literally just goes right here. So it's not hard. Though it is hard to hold it with one hand. Okay, there we go. Alright, the second wooden block toy that I got this month. This one is more important. I mean, by default. This is the Ryan's Room pull-along block cart. And this is special because it was unfound for a while. But it is not special because it's kind of boring. And also in Shakespeare at 4th, that's mostly why. So, this was on Facebook. Asked to ship, and they did. There were some weird errors, but I got it. As you can see, it's got blocks in it. I know many of you were doubting that. Okay, those fell out, but the rest stayed in. Got it. So yeah, this, and this block were used in Shakespeare, and I don't think any of the others were ever used in anything, but the triangle ones kind of looked like they were. Let's get it back together. At least somewhat. Okay, no. Hold on. These aren't the Numbers Nursery cylinders, right? Like, they better not be. It fell out by accident, and it just made me realize that. That's awful. That's terrible. No good. This is taking too long. Ah. I know I didn't do it right, and I know I don't care. So yeah, is there another block missing? No, there's not. It's just weird positioning. So here's the box, which had not been seen before this point. Pull along block cart, a 25-piece block set that moves right along. I will say, it moves right along. It's really, really smooth compared to the Learning Smith one, which is kind of clunky, I guess. So, a very smooth experience. I don't really know if I'm going to play with it. I'd love to, but I'm not sure what to do. Run around the house with it? Most of our house is carpet. I can do this for a while. Okay, let's get the box back on screen. You got more shit. This was recalled. This is really funny. Groovy, these are real weird. 50 unit blocks of fun. There's a push-along block cart too, which would be really funny if anyone ever got that. Because if it's a wooden push-along toy, the stick would be massive and no one would ever ship that. Also, Follow Along Frog is the Beethoven one. And then you've got Small World Toys, made in 2002 in Thailand, and designed by Pin International Co. Ltd. for Ryan's room. If we recall, the Get a Grip order was made by Pin Toy in Thailand, so Pin International, Pin Toy... Was this made by Pin Toy? I'd believe it, but that's really weird to think about. Huh. I don't really think I can look into that, because they never actually made it, they just designed it. So then you got more blocks, and you got all the blocks on the back. You can pull your blocks from room to room, which is neat. Fun patterns encourage creative play. Blocks are just the right size and weight for little hands. You can stack pile knock down, and start all over again. And we call it play with a purpose. Kids just call it fun, so come on in and play. I'm good at reading. Anyways, let me stop the camera. The past week has been a bit rough, but not like horrendous or anything. We're not talking January or February levels, just close to February, not close to January. No comparison there. So I am not in the greatest of standing, which is why I didn't do this yesterday. Actually got everything ready for it yesterday, but didn't have enough time to do it, so I didn't, and that was fine. Unless you're Dimitri, then it's not fun. You gotta do it now. You gotta do the North Korean unboxing. So that's enough of the block cart. I could go on about it for, I don't know, a few more minutes, but I choose to not because I am a nice and I am a good person. We've also got, what do we got? We got the big-ass train that's been in front of you for 20 minutes. That's what we got. I'm just gonna show, there's the box down there, and you get to vote in the comments if I should keep this box or not, because it's gigantic, and I don't really have the room for it, but if I really wanted to keep it, I could make the room for it. I don't really want to keep it, though. So, the current status is it's getting thrown away after this video, unless there's some public outcry. But anyways, this is the Gears Safari Express. I got it off Facebook for $28 total, and it's missing a handful of pieces, but none that truly matter besides for all of the animals. The kids probably chewed on the animals, that's my guess. I would have chewed on the animals. Also the little black... okay, the kangaroos fell. The little black girl is missing too. But he's not, don't worry. So, it works. The blue button is noise and the red button is just movement, period. And it does move. Sometimes all the gears spin, sometimes some of them do, and sometimes most of them don't at all. Like there, the green ones didn't and the red ones did. Sometimes both do, sometimes neither do. So I don't know. One thing worth noting, as I mentioned in the description for the clip of this, is that the world music clip uses a really weird formation of the gears that I don't know how to build and don't care to, frankly, because it's not on the instructions. I built the one they wanted me to with all the pieces I had, and then as for the middle cart, it's not very close to that at all, but I don't care. And I cannot get a better clip of this than the one I got on the one I did, because it's so big it cannot fill up the entire screen, and smoothly go from one side to the other fully. Because the table isn't that big and the camera doesn't go that wide. So what I gave you, you're going to have to live with, but this is pretty fun. Very solid. I wasn't sure if it'd be a purchase I regret because of the missing pieces, but they were very insignificant. And some of them I just had on my other gear sets, so... Disney Funland looks like shit right now, but I can fix it if I need. Because I had to steal from it for a few really insignificant pieces on this. So that's enough of that. Let's get this off of the table and make some room. Okay. The singing top came with it, but that just kind of happens in the business of whatever this business is. Alright, and now we get to review all the things that were on the box for it. Let's start with tornado lamps. Tornado lamp 1. Not tornado lamp. Ow, boy. That left a dent in the paper, my god. Okay, well, it's not damaged. Just letting everyone know. We'll get to it later, but it's not damaged. And tornado lamp 2. So, I got these within a few days of each other. Ignore this. Not in here. Okay. I need to catch my breath. That was a lot of exercise for me. It's not my fault. Tornado lamp 1, tornado lamp 2. I got these both on eBay within a few days of each other, which is really weird. I've been looking for both of these for a long time, so thank you to Corey Hansen for the first one, who sent me the link, and then I found the other one a few days later. This one had actually been on for a while, and it wasn't expensive, but it was listed as broken. So now the stories behind them. This one came, and the lights worked, and the motor didn't. Which is bad, because I don't care about the lights and I care about the motor. So I tried my own fixes at it for a while, and eventually I got the motor to work by slamming it on the couch upside down. And then the lights stopped working while I was trying to put it back together. Then the motor stopped working again, but my dad was able to get the motor working, and this piece of the top actually came off really, really easily. So I was able to refill it as well. Well, I wasn't. It had a plug on it with like a flathead screwdriver hole in the middle. Which I tried to get off, and it got close, but didn't. And then my dad just drilled a hole through it, and the plug came off, and he plugged it, so it was really easy. So this one's great. I love it very much. It's pretty quiet. Great colors. Closest thing I'm ever gonna get to the Dream Tour lamp. Prove me wrong. This one is a different story. So it still works, but it's very obnoxious, as you can probably hear. This one came entirely working, but once again with low liquid level. So I really, really struggled to get that top thing off. It's really lodged on there good. And eventually I did, and it looked really bad. There was like a huge spot of glue over it, but again, my dad just drilled through it, filled it up, and plugged it, and even though it leaks a little bit if you hold it upside down for a while, it's fine. And then again, it only leaks if you hold it upside down, which I don't plan on doing, because I'm not that kid in Baby Galileo who's gonna go, ooh, whoa, swoop tornado, rocket, ah. Like I'm doing it right now. And actually nothing's happening. Nothing came out that time. It did once before, so that's why I thought it would. So the top of it's pretty scratched up right now. This bottom half needs a good cleaning. But it's full, it works, and the lights work too. So, everything is perfect. This was about 35 and the other was about 25. So 60 for both of these is crazy good. I think I'm the only person to have both of these. I know Cameron got one like right after I did, but I don't think he has this one. He might as well though at this point, I don't know. Oh, speaking of, I don't know if you guys follow Cameron and Corey Hansen, but I will be doing a live stream on their new A Mozart remake when it comes out on the 11th. So stay tuned for that. I've got in contact with them to confirm this is fine, and it is, unless they change their mind, which would be stupid, so yeah, I don't know. But expect that in about a week, on the 11th. So those are tornado lamps. They are good, and that is good. There's a lot of gunk on the white background that is not good. This story is gonna be like 40 minutes, but I don't care. Because the past one was like 10. 20. Fine, it's 20. So no, most people here don't know I got this. If you're just a very casual fan who doesn't have access to my Discord or my when and where doc that shows where I got my stuff and when. But this is the Year of the Tiger hat. It's been something I've been kind of keeping my eye out for a while. And I don't... Who... Oh yeah, it was Slava found this and sent it to me. So I offered. It was a bid. It was... I think it was a $20 bid plus $10 shipping, and I offered $15, and they took it. And this is about as cool as a hat can be, I'll give it that. One of the ears likes to stay face forward like this, and the other is staying face back, which is annoying. But I got a really good picture of Ringo in this, just looking utterly distraught, so it was worth it just for that. It comes with a tag. We've got Dynasties of Manhattan, Year of the Tiger head puppet. These wonderful head puppets are inspired by traditional guardian caps from China's rich cultural heritage, worn by young children to protect them from harm. The original caps were shaped like animals and often highly ornamental. Made from soft cotton velour. And a 1999 copyright. And now this does... I don't get the puppet part of this, because there's no place to puppeteer it. There's no place to move the mouth. If you want to manually move the mouth, it just kind of does this. And obviously, I cannot film a clip of this, but I'm about to show you the best I can do. That's not Ringo. I might film a clip of him with it. Then you've got the tags inside that just say the same thing as before. You've got the back of the hat. You've got the strap that I accidentally tied in a perfect knot, even though I don't know how to tie a knot, but I accidentally did with this. So, I don't know how in focus this is at all, because I'm just holding the camera blind, but, hi. The camera lens is dirty, let me clean it while I'm at it. This is not a good look. This came a few days before I took my senior pictures, and you know what? I'm really regretting not wearing this to them. I don't know why I didn't. Missed opportunity. Alright, it's time to stop the camera again. That messed up my hair for my big event tonight of eating dinner. I don't have any big events tonight. Let me stop the camera. Here's a really funny story, and one of the handfuls of funny stories we will discuss in this video. So I have a clip of this ready, I just haven't uploaded it yet because I want to upload some other stuff with it. This is a Sharper Image Aqua frame, and this was on eBay for very cheap, under 20 total. Then it got so cheap it was almost 10 total, so I bought it, and it was, you know, shipped out, everything's fine. I go to a Goodwill a few days later, and it's there. And this thing isn't common, it's not the rarest thing ever, like it's kind of recent, I think. But it's from Baby Road Trip, so it's something. So, the one thrift store still has its water in it, and it also has 2 sets of fish and 2 sets of rocks. So I buy that one, because I figure, okay, it's weird to pass this up, it's cheap enough, and if something happened to the other one, I have this one, and I could always return it. So I buy that one, the other one comes. This one is the eBay one, it works better, even though the fishes sometimes do that. So I sold the thrift store one already. The eBay one came in box, but I didn't need that, so I sold the thrift store one with the box, because, again, don't need that, maybe they do. And then you've got the top of it with the plug. And the weirdest thing about it is that it's wall mountable, which they included a nail in it, just for the purposes of that. And to save on space, I'm gonna do it, but I don't know if I trust it with water and shit in it. But it's got the plug on it, everything's fine. Oh, aha! Aha. Huh. Okay, I just noticed something. We figured out some new info just right here, right now. The one from the thrift store says Da Yang on the back, which is cool and really weird. This one says Masudea Corporation, which is who we think made the Bach Aqua Fun. So that is really weird. I'm gonna have to tell that to some people after this video. Huh. My guess is that this one is older than the thrift store one, or vice versa. But I can't really say for sure, so... But yeah, I'm glad to have this. I have a few of these, not a ton. I don't need a ton, but this one is very nice. You can also put your own photo in it, which is great. And it was actually really easy to do, so I think I might try and do that. I don't have a good photo idea, though. Just put some just put some random family photo in the back. Here's my Aquafun clip. Ignore the picture. I should have done that for April Fools. I mean, I had that video, but it was kind of so... Well, it wasn't but it just, you know, wasn't a big spectacle. Oh well. Anyways, that's enough. I already filmed a clip, so I don't need another clip right now. Even though sometimes, when I show stuff in these videos, they're actually good enough to be clips. Sometimes they're very much not. Here's a really cool one. If you were here in about 2023, you might remember I got this thing called the Orbitron Saturn from VTG, and it was this cool blacklight sculpture. Here's another one I didn't know existed, and it was actually mentioned on the box of the one I got before, but I'd never seen it and I couldn't find it. Then Google Lens happened, and it was actually from an antique store in Wisconsin, not close enough to where I could have someone get it, but they shipped, and it was under like 30 total. So, I got it. It's a great fan for the summer. I don't think it's quite as cool as the Saturn one, but here's the box. Let's turn this off. Or actually, it's not fast enough to, you know, slice fingers off. You can touch it, but it's roulette. And we got visions from beyond and behind and whatever the fuck. I don't know what this company is, but they're old. Also patent pending 97. Yeah, hello. So there's the barcode. I know they mentioned the other models somewhere. I feel like maybe it was with a booklet in the original, not this one. This one didn't have a booklet. But yeah, I didn't think I'd get two of these. I mean, one is weird enough, but you can also bend it. But I don't really see what the point is, because if you bend it, it just kind of, well, first off, it barely supports itself, and second off, it just kind of looks like a seagull. So I'll try and get some clips of this on black, because the other one looked really good with blacklight. So I'll try the same with this one, see if I'm missing something, because I probably am. It's mostly for blacklight use only, so... yeah. But it's still very cool, and I'm glad I got it. This month is not a quantity over quality or quality over quantity. There's just good... both. Both are good. We got an ornament. And I like to joke to myself that every tour review is required to have one hanging thing and one weird light. We got the weird lights covered in this. The hanging thing, you could argue the Santa and plane, but I would argue this. Because this is very bright on the camera. Let me kind of adjust it. This is the exact Santa 04 Snowflake, and it was on eBay and a lot with 3 really boring ornaments I didn't want. So I said, can you separate? And I offered, and nothing happened, but it was so cheap that I just bought it. So, this is exact. It's the one in Wexford Carol, not the one in Jingle Bells. I already have that one. I had the brown version of this before, and I know a couple other people bought it from me. And this is, it's blue from some angles. Now, in Santa 04, it is blue. So, it could easily be this exact version with the blue tint, or it could be one with none. But some angles, it looks like this has no tint. Like this one, there's very little tint, and then you switch it to here, and there's like a lot. So, it probably actually is the same one in Santa 04 with the slight blue tint, even though they would have just used blue lighting to do that effect. Which is what I'm going to do when I start filming on black. This will be one of the things I film there. The reason I stay with the background for a couple months just because it makes it easier to get everything for that background I need to done. And also moving the lights is a bit of a pain. Not a huge pain, but a bit of a pain. So yeah, Snowflake ornament, which conveniently has a tag on it, which is cut off in the exact spot it would say any interesting info about it at all. It's IP, 1445, with a 6-digit barcode that's only for a store. It was $2.99 and it was made in China. Yay. So, I am glad to have this though. It's rare. It's nice. You know, this is good. So, alright, that's kind of that. We got a few more things left. Only a few. Really, really, really funny story here. We've had some funny stories, but this is a really, really, really funny one. Wiggles DVDs and a Baby Einstein to a review. So, late night, George sends me a link. Lot of 13 rare Wiggles test DVDs, and the image was just all the DVDs on top of each other with one of these. Recording stopped automatically like a bitch. But you didn't miss anything. So, George sent me the lot. Picture is one of these. So it was 50 plus shipping, but that was too much, so I offered 40. And the reason I offered in the first place is, first off, I watched a bunch of Wiggles with George and a friend in the past couple months, so I'm a bit of a Wiggles connoisseur now. I don't like most of the videos, but okay. That's also why Mop Mop was the song for the music video, because we joked about that a bunch, because it fucking sucks. I also bought these because George didn't want to. It was too much, and I don't blame him. And I would just sell the ones to him he wanted for not that much if they were interesting. Now, they look weird. There's 3 different versions DVDs. This is one of them. It's got Sinran, Alabama on the thing, and it's from 06. And this video came out, I think, in April of the same year. So it's 2 months early, which is weird. Then there's this one, which is of the dance party video. I don't even remember this being a video, to be honest, but it is. And this DVD came out in 2003, and the video itself is from 1995, so I don't know how it made its way to 06, but it did. And the DVD is completely blank. This is one side, and this is the other. Now, there were 13 of DVDs total, and 5 were of this version. 4 were of this version, and somewhere here, 3 or another 4 were of this version, which again is just blank. These other 2 are also Canada, even though the other ones were Alabama, so I don't know. But out of the 13, I have sold 8 of these, 2 to Will, and the other 6 on eBay. I also appreciate the person who bought these from Australia and canceled immediately, and then George told me they're actually really stupid. So if you're watching this, I guess you're really stupid. Sorry. But anyways, I plan to sell all these. If they don't sell, I wouldn't mind keeping 1 or 2, but that is not the goal, because I'm not a Wiggles DVD collector. But I'm glad to get these, because I made my money back, and we got to see that they are not different from the actual videos at all. They don't play different at all. They're the same. So, bit of a bust there, but they still look weird. And they should not be on eBay under any circumstance, because they're probably from, like, Hit Entertainment's employees. So who knows what's up with that. We got 3 things left. We're almost done. I have to clean all this up after. Ugh, that's so stupid. I don't want to get anything anymore, because I don't want to clean up. I'm making up imaginary arguments in my head. I'm a great person. We got, from the Korean order, the only thing I'm keeping, New Mozart. Go watch the Korean review for this. You will get all the info you need. But this is the DVD, and it's now ripped and on YouTube, and it's got a weird menu that I need to show soon. So that's my bad for not doing that until now. Well, not until now, I haven't even done it yet. It's got all the stuff that you could ever want. There's a date on the bottom of 2003-11-20. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's when this is from. That's my best guess. I've sold most of the Korean stuff by now, whether they just reserved it or I've actually sent it out. So I don't think I'll be listing anything from it on eBay. Besides for the Neighborhood Animals CD by itself. So you can buy the Neighborhood Animals DVD with only the CD. This is due to a weird error with someone who bought a Korean DVD and got only the case and no DVD disc, so they have no reason to get another one. But they still bought the DVD for me, so thank you for that. But yeah, I mean, I said everything I could about New Mozart in the Korean review, so go watch that, because my voice is hurting already. This video is gonna be like, this video is already 40 minutes, I think. It's been a long time since I've had a toy review this long, so I guess it was due. Anyways, we've got two more things. This happens to be one of them. This is the Flutter Fun Rattle Teether. I know it's got an official name, something like that. From World Animals. And one thing I find really funny, in World Animals they have a couple of additional links, like link toys, attached to this. And those are called Boomerangs by Discovery Toys, and they need to be on the toy dock right now. We're not adding them. We're not adding them because they're dumb, and we don't want to just have people get them if they don't need to. So, but this is kind of fun. It was on eBay for 15 plus shipping. I offered 10 and they took it. You've got some weird flower shapes in here, and then the two links, and the bendy wings. And on here you can call Discovery Toys. Go call them. 800-426-4777. They're waiting for your call. But that's it. It's rare, but that's kind of it. It's kind of fun, but it is the Flutter Fun Wings Rattle. Or whatever you want to call it. And now we got one of my favorite things in this video. I found this by total accident. I forgot how. I think it might have been Lens. This is the Tracking Bubble Lamp. Great name. It's not from anything, but it's a really cool lamp. There's a logo for the original Light Chaser. I don't know what that means, and there's also a logo for SRM Entertainment. I don't know who any of those people are, but I'm assuming this barcode just leads to SRM Entertainment. So it's really easy to use. The bubbles go up very slowly. The clip I did of this, which I'll do one on black for sure because it'll look better, it's sped up like 200% because it goes so slow. So it's kind of that. Ow. The sore throat's hitting in. But that is it for this video. I cannot possibly say any more than I've already said. Just know that the things are cool, and I have a lot of cleaning up ahead of me. Also, I do need to talk about international packages. So, UK, Spain, France, Italy are all in progress. Spain's having issues, UK and France are having very minor issues, and Italy is just chugging along. So on paper, Spain should be the first to order, but I need to get a lot of things figured out with that. Then it should be either UK or France, and then Italy after that. I can almost guarantee that UK and France will be this month. I should be able to guarantee that Spain is, but I never know, because weird things happen with it. In Italy, I don't know, it might be this month, it might be in May. I have a lot of really big things in the order, so that's kind of going to be a bitch for shipping, but I did it to myself, and they're cool things, so I don't care. It's not the Grand Prix, by the way. It's actually not at all. I'm serious. I didn't want to deal with that again. At least not yet. So yeah. clips and stuff will come, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.